So I get a lot of questions, not a lot of questions, but I get a few questions about, hey, Fraser, how is this free? How is this going to be free? And obviously, if you're being asked to pay an upfront fee, whether that is $350 or $450 or $1,000, then that's money. That's not free, right? But I want you to remember, if we go back to sort of our first principles and why this network exists in the first place, the network exists in order that we can focus on growing businesses, and the return to Greetings Virginia comes in the form of referrals for buyers and sellers, introductions to potential buyers and sellers, new prospective members for our mailing list. This is the ultimate aim here, is increasing the number of transactions that come about as a result of our relationship with our business network. Okay, that is the goal. That is the focus. That is how we know whether this network is productive or whether this network is not productive. Now, philosophically, we are saying we're going to focus on the business. We're not going to sit there and say you need to refer this number of people every day or this number of people every week. We believe that if your business is growing, this is you, and if your business is growing right here and you have this amount of impact, right, and you have this amount of a list, then if we can grow that, then you have a bigger impact with a bigger list. If we can grow that again, then that goes higher and higher. And not just more people, but you also have more influence on your existing list because you're providing more value to them, right? If you're in more frequent communication with your list, if your list sees you as somebody who gives value to them, then you have more influence. So not only does impact go up and the size or the numbers on your list go up, but your influence, credibility, relationship increases as well. So as that goes up, your business grows. Now we have all kinds of, as we've talked about and maybe you've seen on the website, we have all kinds of strategies that you can implement that will increase your impact. It'll grow your list. It will increase your influence. We'll do all of those things. But then it comes down to, okay, well, that sounds great, Fraser. I certainly want all of that in my business. But how does that benefit Greetings Virginia? Well, the traditional model of referral is you keep your ear out, right? If you know of somebody who's looking to buy or sell a house, please, I'd like to be your realtor. I, meaning Dan and his team, would like to be your realtor, and you refer them. Now, the truth of it is, though, that is a moving target, right? This is the person who is looking to buy or sell a house who has not yet found an agent, and you're down here trying to target that person. You as a network, as a person, you're looking at these people inside of your network. That is not very efficient. So it's much more efficient for us to be introduced to this person before they have made the decision to buy or sell a house. Now the good news is that Dan, like what we're going to teach you, is creating lots and lots of content, valuable, high value, high interest, very sort of magnetic to sharing type content that we are providing to our list of not just buyers and sellers, right? These are people who bought and sold 10 years ago. These are people who bought and sold 3 years ago. But we're providing value and content to that list in order to increase our influence and build the relationship. So if you are building your list and Dan is giving you stuff to share with your list that reinforces your position with your list as somebody who gives them value, then you are introducing Greetings Virginia to your list by plugging them into this content. And just as an example, I think we have 12 high-value webinars right now, right? So that's 12 high-value webinars. So that means that you could give something to your list once a week for the next 3 months that they would be excited about, whether that's home improvement or whether that's real estate investing, right? Or whether that is design, or whether that is success stories or horror stories or whatever. This is the type of stuff that you can provide to your list as a way of you maintaining relationship, as a way of you being positioned as a value adder to your people. But it has the added benefit for us of these people being introduced to Greetings Virginia. And then, of course, we have our own process for staying in touch with them, what's called the funnel, staying in touch with them, getting them to know, like, and trust Dan and his team, sussing out whether they're interested in buying or selling imminently. Are they real estate investors? Do they own properties? All that stuff that enables us, and that's Dan's specialty, is staying in contact with his list. But now, if any of those people came to Greetings Virginia as a result of our relationship with you, well then that was a win. That's how the Extraordinary Business Network is supposed to work. And that means Dan turns to me and says, hey, listen, I want to credit Joe for a month of membership or for his registration fee. I want to give him 3 months free. I want to give him 6 months free, because this is a marketing tool and the marketing worked. So I want to reward him for that. Now, the truth of it is that honestly, the only way that you're going to be staying in the Extraordinary Business Network long term is if your relationship with us does result in buying and selling transactions. Now, doesn't have to be every month. It doesn't have to be every 6 months. But for the long term, in order for us to focus energy on you, it needs to come back to Greetings Virginia. Now, we set up a payment plan, or we set up a membership fee to enable you to sort of pay as you go. But on the long term, it needs to come here. But that does let us focus on you growing your list. And this is the rising tide lifts all boats philosophy. Because if you are growing, if you are expanding your market share, if you are expanding your mind share with your list, then the stuff that you share from Greetings Virginia, if you decide to do it, is going to be more impactful. Or you just stumble upon that one person who's looking to buy or sell a house, and you remember that you're part of a network that is giving you a lot of value and introducing you to a lot of people and introducing you in the community, and you have seen that they do great work for the buyers and sellers that they work with, then you refer a business. So this is not I do not want you taking your mind off of or take your eye off the ball, which is grow your business, grow your business, grow your business, serve your customers, serve your customers, serve your customers. That is your focus. I want that to be your focus. What I want to be able to do is make it so that it also benefits here, so that we can continue this virtuous cycle of Greetings Virginia investing in your success, you investing in your client's success, some of your clients discovering Greetings Virginia, and we rinse and repeat until everything in the world is solved. Okay? So that is how your participation in the Extraordinary Business Network can and should be absolutely free with regards to an ongoing financial investment.